How hard is it to build a guitar stool with no plans using compound angles made out of construction lumber? I recently started learning how to play the guitar. I realized I needed a proper seat so I could have proper posture while playing the guitar. My office chair with arms just doesn't work. The arms get in the way. I thought, can I build a guitar stool? Then after looking at the designs online, I thought, I can't just have straight stool legs. I need to have compound angles. I thought, could I build a guitar stool with compound angles without using any plans? This is going to be a learning experience. I first researched stool designs online. I must say, some of them got really fancy. You could even have a stool where when you're not sitting in it, your guitar sits and leans against it. It's like a guitar rack and a stool in one. I want one of those someday. But first, I need to get through this basic design so I can figure out what works best for me. I decided to simplify the design, although maybe not simplify all the way, because I did try compound angles. I looked around online for different stool heights just to get a ballpark of how high the stool should be. Then I just realized it's for me. I'm making a custom stool. So I just ended up measuring myself. Oh, what am I doing wrong? How does that happen? Oh. Alright, so I figured out why my masterpiece doesn't work when I set it on top, because it's 5 degrees and 5 degrees. So when I set it on top, it's making a trapezoid. So it's actually smaller and smaller. So if I was using this piece, the next piece would be smaller than the next. So in order to get it to work, I'd need to measure on the top. I wanted to be able to comfortably have one foot on the floor and the other foot on the rail. So when I played my guitar, it would sit comfortably. I've never sat on a guitar stool and played before, so I don't know how high does the rail need to be. So I decided to make this test stool. That's why I use construction lumber. I was bound to make some mistakes, especially with compound angles. Here I'm attaching the first rail to the legs. I did use pocket holes, although here I did fail. It did blow out. So the reason the wood cracked is the rails are on an angle and the pocket holes got too close to the edge. So what you want to do is make sure you adjust your Craig jig. 1.25 inches. I got an 1.25 inch stock in the bit, and you adjust the stop 1.25 inches. And you should use 2-inch screws. I don't have any 2-inch screws. 1.5 inches. This is just my demo. If this works out, I'm going to build this out of some better wood, and then I'll buy the proper screws. I attached the rails at 3 different heights because I don't know what is going to work for me. So this is my test stool. Wasn't really going for the look, although I did use those compound angles. So I was concerned a little bit about the looks. However, I wanted to make sure I had lots of function worked into this stool, and I wanted to work out the proper height for me. That's why I have 3 different various heights. I'll share the heights of the rails later on in this video. For the seat, I'm using a nice piece of wood. I'm not using construction lumber. I figured I would be able to take the seat off and reattach it onto a nice set of legs later on. If you play guitar, what are you using for a seat? Let me know in the comments below. Do you use a stool? A chair? Do you care? Here I'm using the biscuit joiner to help me align the pieces to ensure that they're both aligned flat on the top. You'll see between the biscuits I did cut some pocket holes, thinking that would replace the clamps. However, I used the clamps anyway. I let the glue dry before cutting out the seat top.
Another nail, and the one that's been very damaged is this one. And this is my workshop.
With the glue dried, I now have a blank. I flip that over on the bottom side. I mark the center of the blank. I then took a finish nail and I cut the head off the finish nail, chuck that up into my cordless drill, and I used that finish nail to drill the hole in the bottom of the blank. Now it didn't go all the way through. I just want enough to have a pin to hold my circle cutting jig. So I use that same nail to mark the location, or actually insert the pin into my circle cutting jig. If you want to see how to make the circle cutting jig for your rotor, check the link in the description. I then put that finish nail into the hole that I marked in the center. I screwed my blank down to a scrap piece of board. I then clamped that board to my workbench, adjusted my rotor. I tried to use some dust collection, but the rotor's just so messy. So here I did not cut all the way through. I saved a very thin piece of wood, and I just took a knife and just cut those pieces free. I then put a round over bit in my rotor and I round it over both the top and the bottom of the stool seat. Didn't want any sharp edges on my bum. I pre-drilled the holes to attach the legs to the bottom of the seat. My hope is that I will be able to reuse the seat. So for the rails, I find I put my feet on the lowest rail and on the highest rail. The highest rail is the leg that I have my guitar on. And I feel like that's at the right height for me. Although I can put my foot flat on the floor, I usually don't do that. I tend to stand up. The heights of the rails, the lowest is 8 inches, the next is 10, and the highest is 13.